I'm just thrilled that you talked about the patience that the Nuggets have shown, and Marcus talked about it too. And this is part of I wrote about the Celtics today, and not. And again, it's not that I think Joe Mazzulla is a great coach. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's a great coach. And I'm not saying they shouldn't take a look at their roster. What I am saying is that sometimes you fall victim to this kind of knee jerk, somebody must pay, somebody must be blamed for our losing. And we throw somebody under the bus or over the side or whatever metaphor you want to use. And the Nuggets didn't do that. They had every opportunity to fire Mike Malone. They wouldn't trade Jokic. They could have traded Murray 100 times for a all-star player, right? Like a guy that's at his level. And they didn't do that. They kept their group together, and now you see the fruits of that. And I'm not saying it's not easy, and I'm not saying it's even the right path, but I'm saying it is a path. And I would like to see more teams do that than just we have to fire the coach because we lost a playoff series.
Yeah, and one of the other things they could have done, they could have traded Michael Porter Jr. 100,
Correct. Yep.
and they did not. And he 3 or 4 years ago you would have looked at him and said he has a lot of growing up to do. Well, guess what? He's grown up and he's playing defense. He's finally figured out that, hey, my coach is not going to play me if I don't defend. And he's finally figured out that he's defending. I've still see a sprinkling of this sometimes, but he was a really big my turn shooter. And a my turn shooter is, for those who don't know, I haven't touched the ball in 5 possessions. This is going up no matter what. And he used to really struggle with that. He still struggles with that on occasion, but it's a lot less pronounced than he was than it used to be. And he's played this entire postseason without ego. And I think that for Michael Porter Jr. To make that transition in terms of maturation, I think that's been a really big and untalked about impact on this run as well, because Bones Hyland didn't grow up, and
Right.
Bones
Right.
Hyland, he was at a point where he was like, I need more shots, and the Nuggets were like, okay, we're not going to deal with this guy. We're trying to win a championship. If you guys aren't all pushing one way, we're going to have to get rid of you. And that's why Bones Hyland was traded to the Clippers. So, for MPJ to make that leap in maturation and to just come out and play this playoff run and say, okay, I'm just going to do what needs to be done. I'll take whatever shots that are there. I think that's had a really big impact on this run as well.